Someone added it all up. There are some 950,000 feet of pipe at the new Kemper Coal Utility Plant under construction in rural Mississippi.
The first time I came here, this was a cow pasture. What you see behind us here was a pine forest.
But the Southern Company's Kemper plant is unlike any other coal-burning power plant in the world. Rather than spew so-called greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, the Kemper plant transforms coal into a gas. The carbon dioxide is separated, captured, and then pumped into a pipe underground. Bruce Harrington is the assistant plant manager here.
Half the world's coal reserve is low-rank coal. If you're going to have to use coal as a power source, which I think you're going to have to do for now, this technology is the cleanest technology on the planet.
Officials with the Kemper site say the coal-burning utility plant is revolutionary, and in terms of reducing carbon emissions blamed on global warming, say it could be a game changer. This site is capable of removing about 65% of carbon emissions from entering the atmosphere. The technology is attracting attention from China, India, and many other nations from around the world.
The Southern Company, the energy behemoth building the Kemper plant, posted a video on YouTube showing United Nations officials praising the site.
This is an example that maybe also using coal in the future is possible.
If the carbon capturing and storage technology works, the Southern Company hopes to lease the technology to countries such as China. And why not? Just think what clean burning coal could do for Beijing's polluted skies. But construction is years behind schedule and coping with a massive cost overrun. Originally, it was supposed to cost $2.2 billion and be fully operational by now. The cost has ballooned to at least $6.1 billion, and the plant is at least 18 months from being up and running.
Our bill in January was $250. This year, our bill was $330.
The Kemper plant will only provide power to 187,000 citizens, people like Gulfport, Mississippi businessman John Hands, who have seen utility bills balloon.
They keep saying it's only going to go up 18%, but my bill here has gone up about 30% already, and they haven't even put this thing into effect.
He points out a natural gas plant would have been significantly cheaper to build and maintain. Both Hands and Louis Skermetta, another local businessman, see this massive endeavor ending poorly for the plant, citizens, and Mississippi's business climate.
I quite frankly think that it's going to be a disaster in the end, and I hate to feel that way about it, but how else can you feel at this point?
Yep.
In Washington, critics say the Kemper energy plant is only necessary because back in 2009, President Obama mandated the U.S. reduce its carbon emissions by 17% by the year 2020.
As we develop new energy, set new fuel efficiency standards, and address greenhouse gas emissions.
It's basically being used as the best case scenario for the EPA's heavy-handed regulations for new power plants that will effectively prohibit the construction of new coal-fired power plants. And it's obviously not economically feasible yet.
It is the first carbon catching and storage plant built on this scale. Officials here say cost will come down and construction will get easier with the next plant they build.
Lessons learned are big, and there's no doubt if you did this again, you could do it more cost effectively.
And what's more, this site has a massive deposit of lignite, or brown coal, literally right next door. 40 years worth of low-grade coal that is being mined 100 tons at a time.
You've got a lot of countries that have coal as a reserve. They're looking for ways to cleanly use that for electricity generation, and this is an option.
Harrington says more than half the coal in the world is this low grade, and now, for the first time, he says, it can be burned cleanly. But there are an army of critics who say the company has made a lot of promises, and right now, all they have to show for it is a massive construction cost. Sean Calebs, CCTV, Kemper County, Mississippi.